Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's video. We're going to have a look at the weather for the next 10 to 14 days. For today's video, day 10 will take us to the 7th of July, and we'll be able to extend it out beyond that with the extended GFS and ECM ensembles may run to around a couple of weeks. We'll have a look at CFS-V2 at the end of the video the next 4 weeks, and I shall get on that for you in a moment. Just to explain what's happening with 6am upload. So, the UKV model, which is the model used for the 6am forecast, high-res model from the Weather Outlook, that did not update yesterday. I normally record the 6am forecast, the evening before, at around sort of 9-10 o'clock. I was unable to do that last night due to UKV not updating. So that's the reason that you didn't get your 6am forecast. That's the reason you didn't get your 6am forecast this morning. It should be back tomorrow. I've had a look at Weather Outlook. UKV has updated overnight for this morning. So I should be able to record, the 6am forecast for tomorrow this evening, if you see what I mean. And you should be able to see that at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. I'm very sorry. But we are reliant, on third-party websites and models and whatnot. And if they don't update, then there's not really a great deal I can do about it. So, I'm sorry about that. But it was out of my hands. I want to say thank you so much for the lovely live stream that we had last night. So, I had my comeback live stream after 3 months of being unable to stream due to various crises and things that have been going on. I finally got to do a live stream last night, and it was absolutely lovely. It was a lovely hour and a bit. And I want to thank you so much for making it so incredibly special. It was a live stream that was full of laughs. There was plenty of laughs, there were a few tears, especially mine at the end. And it was just a lovely time. So thank you so much. Thank you so much to all of you. And incredible donations as well. Unbelievable. The stream raised nearly £200 for GavsWeatherVids, just in an hour and a bit. So that was amazing. I was blown away by that. And I was blown away by all of your kindness and support and love and whatnot to me and the family and to my mum as well, to Mrs. P. And yeah, it was a lovely evening. So thank you so much, everybody, for making it very special. I will remember that live stream forever. I remember it. I'll remember it always. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart to all of you. Right, okay, so we'll get on with the video then. Thanks so much, everyone. Right, so to start off, having a look at Central England temperature. The CT is currently standing at 14.9, which is 0.8 of a degree above average, provisional to yesterday to the 26th of June. So you're going to be a little bit above average for the CT. I think that's about as high as it's going to get. I don't think it'll go into the 15s. It might do, not far away from 15s, but I would expect that might tick down a little bit. So I'm thinking, we'll finish up somewhere between around 14.5 and 14.9. We should not get the big downwards corrections that we used to get. We used to get like a big down correction at the end of the month when you shave off like sometimes it's half a degree, but just shave that off at the end of the month. We should not get that. I think this is going to be roughly where the CT is, although it probably will tick down by a tenth of a degree or two. So I think in the end it'll be somewhere around 14.5 to 14.9, but we shall see where that comes out. These are the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles. Next couple of weeks on Birmingham data. Red line is the 30-year upper air temperature average for Birmingham, starting off a bit below average at the moment. We're going to see upper air temperatures rising back closer to average in the next couple of days, but not going particularly warm. And then into early July, actually going a little bit cool again. There is like a bit of a warming trend, but you're seeing evidence as we go further on through the first week of July into the second week of July. So, yes, we do see that warming trend in evidence. Nothing overly excessive, no sort of heat spike outlier members there. The highest members, the hottest of air temperature gets around plus 15 at 850 HA, which is quite hot. We'll get temperature to 30 degrees, but at the moment there's no sign of like a big push up and a big spike in the temperature going to 20 degrees or more above 850 HPA. Just a gradual increase in the temperature, just gradual warming through early July probably, but it could get quite warm if that If the upper air temperatures get to between 10 and 15 degrees at 8:58 p.m. That's probably going to get us into the upper 20s Celsius. It's not around 30 Celsius, so it probably will get hotter, through the first half of July. Precipitation-wise, going to be more wet weather to come this week, mainly in the form of showers, longer spells, rain, possibly even a little bit of thunder mixed in. Bit of a drying trend as we go through the first week of July, however, may be a little bit more unsettled as we head on into the second week of July and up towards the middle part of the month, but of course that's a long way off and is therefore very extended range. Temperature anomalies on the 27th of June to the 5th of July are around to a little bit below average, UK and Ireland. Precipitation anomalies on the 27th of June to the 5th of July, a little bit drier than average for east and southeast areas, a little bit wetter than average for northern and northwestern areas. Let's win from that from earthnorthschool.net. So we've got a big area of low pressure sitting in the North Atlantic. There it is, a large low in the northern part of the Atlantic Ocean, and that will be heading our way through this week. So this is how the latest UKMet Euro runs looking midnight on Thursday. That area's low pressure is just to our west there on the chart from North School. It's actually over top of the country when we get through to Thursday. So around an area of low pressure, top of below, will bring showers or longer spells of rain through the end of the week. Into the weekend, a little bit of a ridge trying to build to our southeast. That'll start dragging up some warmer air from France. And then increasingly the trend towards higher pressure by the beginning of next week, and a nice little ridge begin to extend in from off the Atlantic Ocean. That will turn us drier and warmer if it comes off. Icons looking like this again, top low pressure over top of the country on Thursday will bring showers or longer spells of rain into the weekend. We'll find a ridge trying to build through the country. All looks a bit slack, so there'll probably be more showers over the weekend, but it should turn a little bit drier and warmer in any case. Early next week, a nice ridge building in from the Azores high should keep us mainly dry and probably quite warm as well, with temperatures going into the low to mid-20s Celsius. That does look quite nice. GFS midnight run, again, it has top of low pressure over top of the country on Thursday, bringing showers and longer spells of rain. Into into the weekend, we probably find higher pressure begin to ridge in from the Azores, so it should start to turn drier and warmer over the weekend into the early part of next week. A nice strong stable ridge sitting over just to the west of the country, giving lots of dry and pretty warm weather really all the way up to day 10. It's not going to be a heat wave because we're not on the hot side of the ridge, so we're not bringing the air up from France and from Spain and from North Africa, so we're not talking about like excessive heat, but this ridge building into the country. There should be a lot of sunshine, I would have thought. So very slight this time of the year. Winds will be light, so I reckon that's going to get a temperature probably to mid-20s Celsius, something like that, and should be very, very pleasant. Low humidity likely as well with that as the air coming in from off the Atlantic. So very warm, mainly dry, sunny, and low humidity. I think that does look really, really quite nice, And then the high pressure will carry on for a while into the second week of July before then it starts to pull away from us. So finish up with lower pressure and begin to move in from the Atlantic by the 13th of July. That's as far as we go. The GFS midnight run. It's a very long way out though, so I wouldn't necessarily take that all that seriously. And then the GFS 6 then, again with that trough of low pressure over to the country on Thursday, bringing showers or longer spells of rain through the weekend. The trend is towards higher pressure ridging from the Azores. That should bring quite a lot of dry weather with it. Quite warm too. Not a heat wave, but should be very pleasant with temperatures at least to the mid-20s Celsius and hopefully back to sunshine with that ridge building from the Azores high. And that ridge then carries on into the second week of July too, before again just begins to weaken slightly and pulls away from us to have some lower pressure into the north in particular, bringing something a little bit cooler, a little bit more showery by the 13th of July would look like that. So in the northwesterly cooler showery conditions, but again that is a very long way out and I would not necessarily take that all that seriously. If you enjoyed the video, then please can you smash the like button, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much everybody for doing that, and drop a comment and let us know what you think about all of our videos. Thank you so much to all of you. Right, GM with low pressure over top of the country on Thursday. Showers, long spells, rain and pretty cool too. Into Friday and the weekend, we'll find low pressure continue to sit to the north of Scotland, bringing further showers, long spells, rain, a little bit drier though down in the south. Into next week, not as much of a bit of pressure from the Azores. The GM remains, rather stingy with the Azores ridge. So actually the GM keeps it largely cool and showery. By day 10, just a little bit of a ridge getting into the southwest should turn things a bit drier and warmer then. But I mean, that's day 10, and GM generally is generally more unsettled than all the other model output for the early part of next week anyway. And then the ECM WF shows trough of low and top catch on Thursday, showers or longer spells of rain that carries on into Friday, and then the weekend we'll find some higher pressure getting into the south, getting a little bit dry and warm, but still rather showery, though perhaps up in the north. Early next week, high pressure increasingly ridging from the Azores should bring quite a bit of dry and relatively warm weather with it. Perhaps not quite as strong with that ridges like the GFS, for example, but not as unsettled as the GM. So the ECM is somewhere in between. And certainly for the south and southwest, anyway, in the west and southwest southern areas, it should bring a lot of dry and relatively warm weather with it through the through next week. In the north, probably staying a little bit on the cooler and more showery side. This is a precipitation forecast based on that ECM run from meteo.com. So there will be further showers, if not longer spells of rain coming down, particularly wet there as we get through to the final day of June, actually. So we end on a very wet note there. Lots of low pressure, lots of showers on the spells of rain being brought to about by that trough of low pressure. By weekend, though, trying to turn a little bit dry in the south, still rather showery though up in the north. The trend next week is toward drier weather away from the northwest anyway, where it's going to be a little bit showery. Let's see the option on the table within the ECM ensemble day board. Day 10 gets us to the 7th of July. 51 out of 51 members of the ECM ensembles, all of them have high pressure, a ridge of above average height sitting just to our west, low pressure to our northeast, and winds coming in right in the northwesterly direction into that area of high pressure. So it'll be mainly dry, it should be pretty warm, not a heat wave as we are on the cool side of the ridge though. In 2 weeks time, these are the options that we've got. We'll go to the 12th of July. 21 members of the ECM ensemble still have a high pressure in more or less the same position, just to our west-southwest. Around that we bring in the wind from more of a northwesterly direction. 20 have high pressure right in over top of the coast, so that could be the start of a heat wave. And 10 takes a high pressure further away from us into the Atlantic and drops in a trough of low from the north, and that's going to be the coolest and most unsettled option as we're moving through the second week of July. So it remains to be seen where we go, but I think we are going to get some higher pressure next week, some drier and warmer weather next week, even if we're not necessarily talking about anything particularly hot. So as we finally reach the 500 millibar high dominance break down to meet periods. The first week period takes from the 27th of June to the 3rd of July. Coming week is quite unsettled with trough of low pressure through the west of Europe. Week 2 is going to be the, let's just highlight it, week 2 is going to be the 4th to the 10th of July with high pressure sitting just to our west. Around that we bring in the wind from a northwesterly direction, so mainly dry, perhaps a little bit on the coolish and still unsettled side of the far north potential, but most areas dry and warmer with that area of high pressure close to the country. Week 3 will be the 11th to the 17th of July. High pressure then pulls further out into the North Atlantic, trough of low pressure digging in to the north, winds going into the northerly or northwesterly direction. So that's probably turning a little bit cooler and more showery there. And then week 4 looks very nice. This is the 18th to 24th of July. High pressure, more or less in over top of the country. Where it does connect back to sort of northern blocking, that's the kind of thing that would bring very warm or maybe hot weather with winds going into the east. So that could be like a proper hot week there from the 18th to the 24th of July with that area of high pressure. It is 4 weeks away, so it's a long way out, but implies that the second half of July could see this summer stepping up 2 or 3 gears. We'll have to wait and see about that though. Right, we're done. If you enjoyed the video, please smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, so doing that, drop a comment, about this and all of our videos, and don't forget to your friends and family to subscribe as well. If everyone who subs brings a friend, we can get to 14k subscribers so much more quickly. And we're not all that far from it at the moment, but we'll wait and see how long it takes us to get there. Right, so that's it for today. Yeah, just one video today, so sorry about that, everyone. Hopefully you have 6am upload back tomorrow, as well as the EC 30 days / 6 weeks. Look ahead for UK and British Yacht Team. And if that wasn't enough, there should be 10 to 14 day coming out for you tomorrow as well. So keep staying back to the channel for more. But for today's video, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.